Looking okay here. Tap land. Start with forced. Swamp what? Tenacious Underdog. Okay. We'll drop you. Probably just drop the Beast Collar this turn. Hope it sticks around. Then a kick to Iconoclast next turn. Nothing is quite big enough to tail swipe to the Underdog. No blocks. Now we could drop the Liberator. Grow the Beast Collar to a 3/3. And then try to tail swipe. Depends how much mana they leave open. If they leave all their mana open, probably won't go for that play. Not sure if there's any stick there or not. We don't really want to trade the Beast Caller. I think let's try the Liberator this turn and tail swipe. Problem is they're going to have stick no matter what because of the blood token. I don't think there was any earlier. I think we're going to go for it this turn. Let's see if the opponent has it or not. No Voltage Surge. Okay. Alright. Try to push through a little more damage, I think. When he drops to 17, next turn, probably go Oddity. Okay. Opponent cycles the blood token. Trespasser comes down. Okay. Drop the Forest. Definitely going to drop the Oddity this turn. Make a 4/4. We can probably get in there like this and just put the counters on the Liberator. I think that's totally fine here, actually. They double block there. Okay. Take out the Trespasser for sure. When it drops to 14, have another Oddity next turn. Fourth land. Another Trespasser. We'll run it all back next turn. Keep chipping away for damage. I think there is a little stick there, actually, but I don't think we're going to play around it. Here comes another Oddity. Okay. Running it back here. Double block yet again. Take out the Trespasser. When it drops to 10 now, we have a hasty Iconoclast next turn. Fifth land. Invoke Despair. Sack the Liberator here for sure. When it gets to reload with 2 cards, they're all tapped out though. Double Iconoclast. We actually have the mana for it too. That's pretty fantastic. Autopay. I'm checking the tapper when it does this, but it looks fine. Autopay. Looks fine. Kick it. We're down to 9 life, by the way, but I think we can get there. It's a lot of damage coming through. Opponent is forced to chump block here. Take 8. Looking good so far. Okay. Opponent drops to 2. Meathook Masker won't get him out of this. I'm not sure there's any card that can. They would need a straight up sweeper. A destroy all creatures type thing. 6 mana. Meathook for 2. Doesn't quite do it though. They have 2 mana open though. That plus Infernal Grasp does get them there. Another Underdog. They have a blocker. Okay. You're definitely in it here. Go ahead and drop this. They don't have a choice anyway. Take Trample. Take Trample. Get in there for 7. Opponent has to take the jump block here. Okay, let's see if they can run back something else. They would need an even more expensive Masker plus Infernal Grasp to get there this turn. Invoke Despair. Probably sack you. Keep the Tramplers. Distribute these guys. Do we just have 2 counters here? Sure. Submit. 7/8 and 6/7 Trampler coming through. 2 mana open. Tainted Adversary. Alright, that's game. Managed to get there. We'll just show them the top deck just because. Trample. Alright, close game. It wasn't really close, but I think at some point they might have been able to pick us out of it, but our creatures got too big and they didn't quite have the answers for everything. Man, it's slightly awkward, but we'll go ahead and keep here. On blue, turn 1. We don't hit an untapped land. I think we still just play out the pack leader on 1. Hope we hit that mana source on time. Opponent plays Consider. Doesn't discard anything. Blue-white. Wow, we hit the land. Feels good. Go ahead and get in there. Drop the Beast Caller after combat. Pretty sure they have stick here. So if we really wanted something to die, it would actually be the Liberator. Let's try this. There's definite stick. Yep. If they're going to counter something, I'd rather it be that. Next turn, can I either go kick to Iconoclast or Beast Caller? I think it kind of depends how our mana sorts itself out. Hit more land anyway. Okay. Iconoclast hits hard. I think we go Iconoclast here. Kick it. See if they have another counterspell lined up. Can't play around a second Make Disappear, because we don't have enough mana anyway, even if we played the Beast Caller, and there's no Jawari in the format anymore. That's fine. Get in there for 2. Next time we'll try to drop a Hasty Oddity. See if they have the 3rd Make Disappear. 4th land. Okay. 2 mana 1/3. Snap 2 untapped creatures you control. You do draw a card. Okay. Not looking that scary yet. To run out the next Oddity. I think we do. Let's make them have the 3rd Make Disappear here. And we get the counter on the pack leader, which allows it to attack. There's more stick here. They have all 3 Make Disappears. Okay. Still get the trigger. Yep, we can get in there with our 3/2. No blocks, opponent down to 14. See if they have the 4th Make Disappear next turn. Okay. They now have a 4/4, which is interesting. Oddity does just bash through it, though. Which I think is what we're doing here. It's another counter on the pack leader. Make Disappear again. All 4 Make Disappears. Are you kidding me? Whew. Okay. Well, we get in there for 4 more points of damage, but opponent has made it happen with Make Disappear this game. They turn the corner. Attack for 5. We drop to 14. Land. We probably want to go Beast Caller Autumn this turn. That's what I'd most like to see happen. So I think we just attack first too. See if the opponent flashes in an Emperor or something. We're not really sure. Probably not. This is an instant sorcery deck, so could see any number of cheap cantrip type things. They Consider here. You to the graveyard. Faithful Absence, okay. We have no Tamiyo Safekeeping to protect us. It's now a 7/4. It's quite a lot of damage. Drop the forest. Let's just make sure that we get our pain-free taps here. Aggro of Autumn. Let's see that 5th Make Disappear. No, okay. Okay, opponent is hopefully flooded out here. Let's see if we can get him to slow down for a minute. Creatures you control get +1 and Vigilance. Opponent attacks with an 8/5 flyer down to 6. We need a reach creature to win. Actually, Tail Swipe would have done it. We can draw into it actually here, which is what we have to do. We probably play another Beast Caller. Make this a 4/4. Fight the Djinn. Doesn't really matter, I guess, the order we do it. Okay, let's see if that last card is. Alright, they do successfully fight. Put the counters here. I think just 1 is fine. Sure. Can get him for damage this turn. When it drops to 6, that was big for us. Creatures controlled at +1 in Vigilance. They attack for 2 damage. I think no blocks here. Down to 4. We have a Hasty Adversary this turn. We can play land off the top as well. More lands. Okay. How much damage is this? That's only 3 Hasty damage. I think we just go for lethal here. And we can probably drop this as well. As long as the auto tapper. I'm assuming it would do it correctly, but I'm just going to make sure here. I think this should be fine. Doing it before combat to make the beast color a little bit bigger. And we'll see what the opponent has for that last card in hand. Good game. Because they Faithful Absence you and Scoop. Whew, that was close. Critical we had that removal spell on top of the girl to draw into. Not bad. Beast color on 2. Start with the forest here. No Tamiyo safekeeping. Swamp. Drop the forest. Get the beast color going. Okay, hoping we had a little more land here. Opponent with removal immediately. Let down. Okay. Duress. They take our Tamiyo safekeeping or invoke the ancients. Wonder what they pick here. They know we're tight on land. Want to invoke the ancients. Okay. Swamp. We hit land. Feels good. Drop the auger. And outplaying lands off the top of our deck. Third swamp, do nothing. We don't have land on top, sadly. We can go ahead and kick you, or we can hold up in Tamiyo safekeeping, although they know. I think we hold the safekeeping. Yeah, let's hold Tamiyo safekeeping. I'm gonna have any stick here. I think they just took a turn off, but that's okay. Hold protection here. Fourth land. Drop Sorin immediately. Okay. Well, we're gonna have pretty good attacks through that. Tail swipe on type, sadly. Well, we'll just attack with both here. A little bit awkward of a turn for us. Block there. I think we do, yeah, we'll go ahead and do this now. That's fine. Okay, Sorin drops off. Fifth land. Cruelty of Gix. Okay, what are they doing here? Chapter 1 reveals their hand. Discard it. Alright, they drop off what? The Oddity? Tail swipe, not useful. Play land off the top here. More land on top. Sure. Drop you. Okay, get in for as much damage as we can here. When it drops to 15, search your library for a card. And they don't have to reveal it to us. They probably got some kind of sweeper here. That's what I would expect. Munich Massacre for 4. Okay, we have invoked the Ancients to back it up, though. Okay, nab that land. Probably going Trample here. Keep putting on the pressure. Creature card from a graveyard. So I guess they're grabbing back our Oddity, most likely. Yep, they have a 4/4 now. Okay, we have no creature or planeswalker in hand. Only have Tail Swipe. That's nice. I think we'll... I mean, we don't have to Tail Swipe here, I guess. Yeah, let's just attack. When it takes it all. Drop a large adversary. We can do both these on colorless. So you don't take any excess damage. Go ahead and auto-pay. Power up one of these forests. And we'll see if they have one more sweeper to back it up. Probably get a large meat hook here. -5, I guess. Okay, here comes the next meat hook. They march instead. Interesting. Wonder if they only had one meat hook in the deck. Well, we'll go ahead and take our tail swipe now. Get that +1 to end of turn. And we get in there for lethal. Probably shouldn't have deployed the adversary last turn. Should have figured they would fetch another meat hook. Saved this till after the super, then played it. We just got lucky there, honestly. That was a misplay. Not a bad curve. We can keep this. Forest on 1. We have the forest. We're probably not going to kick the Iconoclast. Probably just going to curve out, but we do have red available at some point. Golgari. Golgari Pilfer. Choose a non-land card. We have... Oh, any non-land card. Okay. Yep. What if they take our 2-drop? When it takes our 3-drop instead. Okay. Well, we're just going to drop this now. Curve out as efficiently as we can. Takanuma. Fight rigging. Oh boy. Okay. Well, that's a little scary. We're going to need answers very quickly to their creatures if that's their game plan. What a beautiful draw. Okay. Do we have to do this now? I think we actually have to hold Bosiju here. Because if they just drop their 3-mana 6/4 on us, then we're in a terrible position. So I think we have to Bosiju. We're going to do it. We give them a basic land. I guess it's fine. We'll wait till they deploy. Yep, there it is. Let's go ahead and do this now. Take out Fight Rigging. I think we had to do it that way. I don't think we could afford for them to get that trigger right now. Okay, they get the shakedown. I think we just start slamming oddities into them. Yeah, I think that's fine. We could save it for the Defiler, but take it all anyway. Even making this a 5/5 off the Defiler still trades with the shakedown. Fight Rigging again. Okay. We don't really have the answers in mono green. There's no Blizzard Brawl. 7/5, do the thing. Storm the festival. Give me 2 lands. That wasn't quite 2 lands. So, to get out of this game, what we have to do is we have to hit take 7. Yikes. I think we decline. I think we just take this. Brutal. They have 6 lands. 7 Stomper. We have to hit the Augur of Autumn and pop off from there. Tail Swipe. Is this only creature spells? Green permanent spells. Yeah, that doesn't quite do it. Drop in the Defiler. I think we're squarely on the defensive here. I think no attacks. We want to get to the point where we can make some large creatures with the Defiler and actually get off a successful Tail Swipe. I don't know if we'll manage to get there, but that is kind of our plan right now. Tear Asunder. Exile target artifact or enchantment. Okay. I think that's probably game. I don't think we can deal with 3 shakedown heavies. I hate losing to Fight Rigging, but we'll stop there. I don't think it's worth it. Not bad. Pretty good curve. Green Mirror. Okay, plenty of land here. Second green, opponent does nothing. Okay. We'll get the Beast Caller down. Lands. Felt like a little bit of stick by the opponent. Not sure what that would be just yet. Beast Caller versus Beast Caller. Now we actually have the Tail Swipe here. We start with an Iconoclast. Get the counter. I do think there's a little stick there. Then we'll go ahead and Tail Swipe now. Opponent has Temio Safekeeping. Okay. Hexproof Indestructible. We don't have Trample, so there's no point in attacking. Jukan Defensive Temple. Okay. Interesting. Interesting deck building choice. Do we go Augur, play land off the top? I don't think that's that bad. I like it. I like value. I can't help it. Okay, we do get land off the top. That's pretty nice. Get in there with both these guys. At least you. The Iconoclast is interesting because then we... no, that's okay. Because when we drop the Oddity next turn, we'll have Coven again. Trade there. Temio Safekeeping again? Okay, that's fine. When it drops to 19. And it plays their own Oddity. Alright, their own Beast Caller is getting larger now. No blocks here. Guessing for 8, we're down to 12 here. Beast Caller on top. Now we can just play Invoke the Ancients. Pretty good. It's not casting a creature spell. Doesn't deal with Coven, but does brickwall them quite a bit. I think that's how we do it. Attack here. Get in for a good chunk of damage. Play out you. Get some 4/5s. I think Vigilance is going to be very annoying for them. Trample's okay. But I think we go Vigilance here. They get you again. We have Bosiju if we want it. They transform the Oddity. Oh my goodness. I don't know if that's ever happened before in Magic. They get in with a hasty 3/3 Remnant in the air. And the 5/5. Probably double block the Beast Caller. They put 2 counters on something else. Down to 9. Okay. Well, we have Bosiju. We have land off the top here. We'll definitely play out you. I think we're going to Bosiju you. How do we deal with the 8/8? We need a giant beast caller, I guess. So we need to explode with Augur of Autumn, is what we need. Which means we need Coven. So we need to play the cheapest possible thing here. So let's start with a beast caller. Let's play you off the top. And now we have to besiege you, which we can go ahead and do now, I think. No attacks. I think if we just hold steady and use Augur of Autumn, we can pop off in a way that they can't come back from. Nice scoop on that. Yeah, Augur's strong. Okay, I think Augur is the correct way to build this deck. This is keepable. Start with a either Liberator or Beast Caller, depending on if we think the opponent has immediate removal or not. Umano comes down. Oddity. All right, nothing on turn 1 for us. Second land. Radha's Firebrand. Okay, comes in as a 4/2. We're not gonna have a block here. We probably drop the Beast Caller and hope it survives long enough. See if they have immediate removal for us or not. Third land. Chandra dressed to kill. Yep.
You know what's great at dispelling darkness? A blazing inferno.
Down to 18.
Aw, you're looking
One has 1 mana open. They play with fire. We've got everything going on here. Get in for 6. That's a lot of damage. Okay. Man, do we have to kill off the Firebrand now? Do we just lose if we don't? We have to just straight up trade. I prefer not to do that. Let's try to play both the pack leader and Liberator. See if we can get one of them to pick off the Firebrand. They have any removal here, though. We just can't make it happen. Yep, they have another removal. Liberator can no longer block. They'll go ahead and get in for 6+ points of damage this turn. It's stuff we're missing in green. The 2 mana 3/3s, the 3 mana 4/4s. Like the size that comes with green isn't quite there because the card pool isn't quite deep enough yet. We'll get there in a couple sets, but right now, I think most of the monocolored decks are just missing tools because the card, the depth of the set isn't quite there yet. So we probably have to block or lose. This might be a Primal Adversary plus Tail Swipe. Try it like this. I think we pick you off. I mean, we really need to hold back blockers, but we also need to pick off Chandra at some point, so we'll do it like that.
Really cramping my style.
Hammer hand. Perfect draw. We can't block with Adversary. That's game. Yeah. All right. Opponent has done the thing. Good game. Yep. Nice curve. When Emulsa Sick plays a Swamp, we are on the draw. Get that pack later going. Plains Bankbuster. Okay. Liberator is not that bad into that. Can potentially destroy the artifact if we want to. Not sure we necessarily pick that over just more pressure, but we do have the option. If they do nothing, we do flip the night side. Liliana comes down, sack a creature. Probably sack the pack leader. It does get bigger with the oddity on turn 4, but I do think the flexibility of maybe flipping to night side might be a little bit better. So, jump off you. Okay, more lands here. We'll go ahead and play out you. I don't think we're worried about the Bankbuster right now. And we'll attack down Liliana.
This isn't how things were.
Let's see if we get a turn where the opponent does nothing. Nope, Virus Beetle. Okay, drop off one of these excess lands. Not a problem. This is crew 3. Okay, slow by the opponent. Well, go ahead and drop this. Get the oddity down. And bop him for quite a lot of damage here. When he takes it all, 2 of the 3 are trample. Down to 8. Unlicensed search, they exile some cards from a graveyard. Not super relevant against us. And they scoop. Yeah, this felt a little too slow, whatever was going on there. Welcome to the post-game deck tech. Mono Green is totally fine to play. But as you will find with any mono-colored deck you play, post-set rotation, the depth of quality cards with any single color is incredibly shallow. What I mean by that is since we only have 5 sets to work with, you only have so many top-tier playable rare and mythic rares within a single color that could make the deck. The fact that we are playing so many uncommons and commons like Tailswipe, Safekeeping, Iconoclast, which is actually pretty good, Liberator, and Bite Down, means there is so much room for improvement. As the next 4 or so sets are released, we will continue to get more rare and mythic rares in green that can fill out these slots. We'll get better 2-drops and better 1-drops that are just quite honestly more powerful because they are printed at rare and mythic rare. But given that we only have 5 sets to work with, if you want to make the best possible deck that includes a lot of these green cards and this green aggressive strategy, you need to dip into another color so that you can replace these less powerful cards with rares and mythics in that other color set to increase the overall quality of your card pool. So that is inherently the issue with any monocolored deck. Post-set rotation, the depth of quality cards just isn't big enough to fill out a monocolored deck. You need to dip into other colors to make the best possible deck for the most part. Mono white is still decently strong, but for the most part, that is the issue post-set rotation. That being said, the choices I've made here, I do think probably don't craft this or play this. It's very underwhelming. 3 mana 4/3. You can bring it back way later in the game for like 7 mana, and it's still just a 4/3. Not impressive. Don't craft this. Defiler Vigor, probably not worth crafting as well. I think Invoke the Ancients is better. I only put it in here just to try out some of the new cards, but this is a win more card. If you play it on turn 5, you're not going to have a bunch of other cards in your hand to play because you've played most of the cards as you progress up to that point in the game, so you're not actually going to get to do a whole lot with this effect. If you have it out with Aggro of Autumn, you actually can combine them to get a lot of value out of it, but that's really just a win more thing, because if you're popping off with Aggro of Autumn, you're going to win regardless of whether or not you have Defiler on the field. So at 5 mana, I'd much rather have Invoke the Ancients, which drops 2 big bodies on the battlefield instead of 1 giant 6/6 that can be removed immediately. The 2-drop slot is tough, man. Iconoclast is pretty good. We are splashing red in the mana base so that we can kick it on turn 3. That's actually quite good to get a 3 mana 4/3 that can also be played as a 2 mana 3/2. That's pretty good. It has trample as well. Beast Caller is amazing. Definitely craft this if you're playing green. You need more 2-drops. And the biggest question is, do you stick things like Liberator in here? A 2 mana 2/2 with a little bit of upside, which I actually think is relevant right now. I do think there are going to be artifacts and enchantments to pick off, like the Anvil and some of the white removal enchantment spells. But we really want a better 2-drop in green. You could just say, you know what? Card quality is so low, I'm only going to play the best possible cards, and the rest of this stuff just going to be Bite Down and Temio Safekeeping, because at least that, if I have high quality creatures out, these can protect or combine with them well. But I do think having a high density of 2 mana, 2-drop creatures to play on turn 2 is important. So I put 2 Liberators in there, and I think that's actually an okay decision. Tailswipe is the best removal we have now. It does not replace Blizzard Ball, but it's what we got to work with. And I did put the Adversary in here. I do think you want 4 powered creatures if you're going to be playing the Augur of Autumn, so that you can hit something like 2 power, 3 power eventually, and then hit a 4 power in here, so you can power up the Augur of Autumn. You could try some other 3 mana 4/3s, like the Tracker, Wildwood Tracker, whatever that one's called, but I think the Adversary is pretty solid here. That's the deck. As always, if you enjoyed today's video, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and leave a comment letting me know what you want to see next. I'm Dr. Ruckus, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.